Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil.
Vine sat nervously in the luxurious conference room, her fingers tapping anxiously on the polished table. Her husband Jungkook, the powerful and successful CEO, was sitting at the head of the table, handsome and intimidating as always. Vine is hoping to go everything smoothly. Well aware of Jungkook's anger issues, he needs everything perfect and he don't take much time in losing his temper. Today was such an important meeting. Vine, being Jungkook's secretary, was preparing for this meeting since many days. As the meeting began, Vine sat next to Jungkook, feeling a sense of pride as he confidently addressed his business partners. Everything was going smoothly until one of Jungkook's business partner, Taeyong, began to compliment Vine for her amazing ideas. Jungkook, a powerful boss, was known for his ruthless nature in business dealings. But when it comes to Vine, he was a different man. He adored her, showing her with lavish gifts and affection. But he was also extremely possessive of her. He couldn't stand the thought of anyone else looking at his wife, let alone complimenting her. Taeyong, what an idea, Vine. I'm sure if we will go with this plan, both our companies will gain so much profit. You are an amazing lady. Vine smiled and thanked him, although she could feel Jungkook's cold stares. Finally, the meeting was over. Jungkook and Taeyong shook hands for the last time. You are also collecting your things. Taeyong approached you. Jungkook was talking to other staff. Taeyong, I have heard about you a lot. Today I have also seen how determined and hardworking you are. I could say you are a girl with beauty and brain. Vine smiled. Vine, I have also listened about you, Mr. Kim. I'm happy we gonna work together and I can say you are handsome with brain. Taeyong, and Mrs. Zeon, you look absolutely stunning in this dress. Taeyong remarked, flashing her a charming smile. Vine blushed at the compliment, thanking him politely. Without knowing there was someone who was burning with jealousy, he felt a surge of possessiveness wash over him as he watched Taeyong interact with his wife. Everyone left the room except Vine and Jungkook. Without wasting time, he came to her and grabbed her wrist roughly, making Vine look at him in confusion. Jungkook, what were you even doing? He growled, his voice slow and dangerous. Vine saw his eyes filled with anger. Jungkook, why were you flirting with him? What did you say? Handsome with brain, Vine. Jungkook, we were just complimenting each other in a friendly way. There is nothing wrong with that. And when he complimented, I was just being polite. Why are you getting angry over this small thing? Jungkook, a small thing? Seriously, Vine? You guys were literally flirting with each other, and during the whole meeting, he was praising you. Vine closed her eyes and sighed. Vine, because he was appreciating my work, Jungkook. He stepped closer to her. Wine can feel his breath on her face. Jungkook, but you are not allowed to compliment any other guy except me. Jealousy was clearly evident in his voice. How can she even forget how possessive her husband is? He can't even tolerate. Someone's eyes on his woman. Compliments are far away. Vine wrapped her arms around his neck, knowing very well now she had to calm down her loving, possessive husband. She pecked his lips before caressing his hairs. His eyes were on her. Vine, if my husband doesn't like it, I will take care of such things from next time. And please don't stretch this matter now. We were working on this deal since so many days. Now we finally got time to spend with each other, so I don't want to fight with you. She pouted while playing with his shirt's buttons. His eyes softened, seeing her pouted face. He is aware how she was working day and night just for this deal. He didn't want to ruin her mood, but he can't help but jealous when he sees her talking. Nicely to some other man except him, Jungkook. But darling, you need punishment for making jealous your husband. He smirked before Vine can comprehend. He sat on the nearby chair and pulled her over his lap, lifting her skirt and delivering a hard slap on her butt. Vine gasped in shock, feeling a sting of pain down there. Her eyes widened and her face turned red. She buried her face in his neck. Jungkook, fix in your mind, darling. I won't tolerate you being friendly. With other men except me, you belong to me and only me. Jungkook said, his voice stern and possessive. Vine could feel the heat across her cheek as she tried to open her mouth. He silenced her with a passionate kiss, his hands roaming over her body. Vine couldn't help but moan as his touch brought a fire within her. Jungkook pulled her closer, deepening the kiss as he whispered in her ear, Jungkook, you are mine, only mine. Vine felt herself melting into his embrace, her body responding eagerly to his touch. She knew Jungkook's ways, knew this was his way of asserting his dominance and reminding her who she belonged to. Jungkook, as you know, we are free now after doing so much work. How do you want to spend time? Wanna go for a dinner? Vine, sure Mr. Jeon, I won't miss this chance. Jungkook chuckled and pulled her more closer and looked in her eyes. Jungkook, have I told you lately how lucky I am to have you in my life? Vine, oh stop it. You are saying this just to cover up a recent argument. Jungkook, no, you are my love, my everything. Vine, blushing, oh, I know baby, I was just teasing you and you are my love, my sweetheart. Jungkook held her chin and placed her lips on her, kissing her. Passionately and devouring every inch of her mouth. Her hands automatically wrapped around his neck, deepening the kiss by pulling him more closer than he already was. After some time, they pulled back, running out of breath, connecting their foreheads. Vine, Mr. Husband, if you are done with your romance, should we go for a dinner? so that we can sleep later because I'm so tired. Jungkook chuckled. Well, I can't help it. You are like a magnet pulling me towards you. Vine giggling. Oh, you smooth talker, but I have to admit it works every time, she said, caressing his hairs. Jungkook, that's because it comes straight from this heart, he said, pointing at his heart. Jungkook, Vine, you are the light in my life, the one who brightens my darkest days. Vine, and you, my dear husband, are the reason why I smile every day. I love how you always know how to make me feel special. Jungkook, kissing her forehead. That's because you are special, my love. Let's go for a dinner. After that you can sleep as much as you want. As they left the conference room, holding hands, letting the world know how much they love each other.